All right, we are live on YouTube, and I'm waiting on the video to connect on my other monitor so I can grab that link and put it in our free business mastermind group so that our members can join us easily and conveniently here on YouTube Live. All right, I see the link has populated, so let me grab that. Okay, let's paste that into the group. All right, that's cycling. And while it is cycling, let me make sure that I can see the live chat here on YouTube. Scroll down now. There we go. All right, we are ready. Okay, so welcome to the Her First Six Figures Morning Show. That is an interactive coaching and training experience as a part of a free business mastermind group to position Black and Brown female online service-based entrepreneurs to generate your first six figures by learning how to make the money and create time freedom. This week's blog is at shaycannon.com/partnerships. That's shaycannon.com/partnerships, because what we will talk about this week is something I'm actually working on in my business. This is how it came up to share with you guys. And that is structure partnerships that grow your business. Okay. Structure partnerships that grow your business. So let's go to the blog. If you've been grinding away trying to hit your first six figures in your service-based business, here's a truth bomb you might have missed. You're not always a new offer, another hustle season, or a miracle marketing campaign away. Sometimes you're simply one well-structured partnership away. A strategic partnership for increased revenue is when two businesses intentionally come together and collaborate to expand their reach, offer more value, and let's not dance around it, make more money. Okay. It's important because it multiplies your opportunities without multiplying your workload. Instead of shouting to the void, hoping clients find you, a great partnership plugs you right into warm audiences, credibility, and cash flow. In fact, for many service-based entrepreneurs, a single powerful partnership has been the direct answer to the "please let this be my breakthrough year" prayer. Okay. So that's how big the right connection can be. We've discussed partnerships below. In the blog introductory paragraph, I have a hyperlink to the past blog about partnerships, but we're going to talk more about this topic, and we're going to talk about new stuff around this topic. Okay. Now, the first thing that you need to be doing when it comes to your strategic partnerships is build offers that attract partnerships. Okay. Before you can structure a profitable partnership, you need an offer that's worth partnering around. Your offer has to be compelling to clients, easily alignable for partnerships, and priced in a way that actually makes sense to share profits without feeling like you are handing over all your lunch money. Okay. So this matters because if your offer isn't magnetic on its own, or if it's confusing, hard to explain, or lead, small profit margins, even the best partnership will fizzle out very fast. So too often service-based business owners push to partner before their offer is even partnership ready. All right. They get caught in collaborations where the partner is excited, but the clients don't bite, the math doesn't math, and both sides walk away frustrated. So picture this. You finally get someone to say yes to promoting you, but when they do, your little $97 DIY guide can barely pay for coffee after the commissions. That's not a partnership. That's a charity case, and nobody's building six figures like that. Okay. Now, that was the blog. But here in the morning show, we give you more. We go beyond the blog. So I have 10 strategies. All right. And those 10 strategies are going to help you get your offer ready for a partnership. Okay. So there are going to be 10, and then listen closely because your question is going to be, do you see how partnerships can get you to your first six figures fast And do you have any obstacles creating partnerships for your main offer? Let me put that question over here. And I'm going to throw that question in YouTube so y'all can be thinking about it while I'm going through your strategies. All right. Strategy number one for making sure that your offer is partnership ready is you need to focus on high ticket, high value offers. Okay. High ticket, high value offers. Design an offer that commands a meaningful price point that can yield a meaningful commission. Okay. Now, some of us can get away with some of the not high ticket stuff, but the commission, okay, on the low end needs to be at least $100 for people to really put effort into selling. Okay. Nobody wants to sell for you and feel like I might as well sell my own offer and make more money than what you're trying to give. Nobody wants a $20 commission. Nobody wants a $50. $100 is probably the lowest you can get away with. Okay. Partners need to feel like their efforts are worth it. So $27 products is not going to cut it. You can't split that. Okay. So keep that in mind. Number two, craft an offer that's simple to explain. Okay. If a partner doesn't understand your offer enough to explain it, to explain what it is in like 1 or 2 sentences without fumbling, then it's too complicated. Clean offers equal confident partners, which will equal quicker clients, a quicker client yes. All right. So simple offers. All right. So we want enough money in there for a commission, but we want it to be simple and easily explainable. Number 3, position the offer around a clear and tangible transformation. All right. A clear, tangible transformation. So your offer shouldn't sound vague, like help you feel good, or even a simple what's some of that convoluted stuff y'all be talking about? I don't know, sell more. I mean, some of that is just not good enough. So it needs to promise a visible win, something people can conceptualize. So launch your first profitable course, or get new client. Let's get 5 new clients in 90 days. You know, when you put those stats in there in a period of time, that just really adds to the transformation. So transformation sells, confusion repels. All right. Number 4, design a signature offer or your main offer, not a scrappy bundle. Okay. So don't just think, oh, I'm just going to throw some stuff together and then all these things together will have the price point where I can pay a commission. That's no. Okay. So signature offers are partnership goal because they feel like a movement, not a miscellaneous mix. So create a branded standout offer aligned with what you are an expert in that partners will be proud to attach their name to. Okay. So if you've done the job of telling people who you are and then telling people what you offer in such a way that you've got podcasts, you've got content, blogs, articles, media, and all that good stuff behind all of that, people will be proud to attach their name to you in a partnership. Okay. So keep that kind of stuff in mind. We don't want to just throw stuff together and then ask somebody to help us to sell it. We want to make something that is just fantastic. And then attach our fantastic name to it and then offer that to partners. Number 5, flexible commission options. Okay. Flexible commission options. So you can set up the commission structure in the format that best suits your partners. Okay. Now the different kinds is there can be a tiered commission. All right. There can be a flat commission. There can be recurring commission. There can be a percentage of the sale price as a commission. So you basically have different ways of doing it. So if you have a low price product, you probably want to do a flat rate versus a percentage, because a percentage of low is even lower and we don't want that. Sometimes there could be tiered because you want to encourage your partners to sell more. So you can say, hey, the first 1 to 10 that you sell, the commission will be this amount. But the 10 to 20, it'll be a bigger amount. And 20 to 50, it'll be an even bigger amount, right? And then, of course, you can cap it off. But that's an incentive for them to sell more and more and more, all right? So those, and then recurring would be if you're selling something like a membership or something that has a recurring monthly fee, you probably want to pay them monthly for as long as the new client that came from their marketing efforts is in your program, in your membership, in your whatever recurring value they're getting from you. Instead of paying them a lump sum, you pay them off the recurring balance. So as long as the person is in the program, they get their part, okay? You can customize the incentive based on the value or the client's commitment. Set payment terms, okay, or payout terms in favor of a win-win, right? Like, don't try to make it once a month. Maybe you can do it twice a month, like 1st and the 15th. Maybe you can do it, even add in there, over $50. A payout is eligible, something like that. But make it a win-win where it's good for you and it's good for them. We definitely don't want to be paying out, and they don't want to be paying fees on $20 at a time, okay? Or $5 at a time. So let's just make sure that we have it set up as a win-win. Number 6, build enough profit margin to pay out generously, okay? If you're charging $100 and your cost to deliver whatever it is that you're charging is $90, that's nothing left for a partner commission, okay? So price your service to absorb the amount that you're going to pay other people and still leave yourself a profit margin. So we're not just pricing things to be able to pay other people or the commission. We also want to have profit left over, depending on the strategy that you're using. All right. Number 7, bundle bonuses that partners can use as incentives. Okay. We want to help them help us. So we want to make it attractive for their audience by creating bonuses. You may even want to create partnership promo bonuses where those bonuses are only available if they get it from that partner or they get it from a partner, right? So some of these bonuses can look like extra calls, extra templates, extra resources, things that your partner can dangle as an added reason for them to buy and buy now. Okay. Let's see. Number 8, make it easy to integrate into their ecosystem. Okay. Choose offers that naturally align with what your partner's audience already needs. Okay, we're not out here convincing. That's not how this works. Okay, so if they sell branding services, you can sell marketing strategies, right? But what we don't want to do is do stuff like we offer yoga and they offer tech, like, and then we're saying, oh, but the tech industry is so stressed out and yoga could help them. Well, you're convincing. Okay, that don't automatically go together. You stretching stuff, okay? So we don't want to do that. We want things that are automatically aligned. We want to teach them the value of, we want them to know that they're problem aware and that our solution is aligned, okay? Number 9, ensure your offer has proof of results. It's harder for you to start off new offers with your partners because you haven't proved that you can get the transformation yet. So partners may be less likely to put their name on that. Okay, so you can't expect a partner to hype something that hasn't been battle tested. Client wins, case studies, screenshots, whatever you have, show your service works so the partner can sell with conviction. Okay, last but not least, number 10, create a clear and sexy offer name. All right. This is where you want to really be branding the offer, not just your company. Okay. We want to brand this offer. We want to give it colors. They can be the same as our brand colors. We want to give it a logo. Okay. Based on the offer name. And we want that offer name to be sexy, whether you're using something that rhymes, something that has the same root word, something that has alliteration. We basically want to, not have boring offers, okay? So names like the 90-day client accelerator or book solid branding boot camp, So we want to catch their attention and add to the pre-sale value. The better the name, the easier it is for partners to get excited and start talking about it. All right. So those are our 10 strategies on how to get our offer partnership ready. We're going to start with Dr. LaFera. The question is, do you see how partnerships can get you to your first 6 figures fast? And do you have any obstacles creating partnerships for your main offer? I'm going to go back through the 10 without all the extra as a reminder for you guys, and then we'll go to Dr. LaFera. So number 1 was focus on high ticket, high value offers so that if there's enough of a commission in there. Number 2, craft an offer that's simple to explain. Number 3, position the offer around a clear and tangible transformation. Number 4, design a signature offer, not just throwing things together as a bundle. Number 5, create flexible commission options based on what's best for the partner. Number 6, build enough profit margin in there so when you after you pay the commission, you also have profit left based on your strategy. So that's a caveat. Number 7, bundle bonuses into their offer so that they may have partner only bonuses or at least some kind of bonuses other than just the offer as kind of an incentive. Number 8, make it easy to integrate into their ecosystem. In other words, make sure it's aligned with their people. Number 9, ensure your offer has proof of results, okay? Last but not least, number 10, create a clear, sexy offer name. All right, so let's go to Dr. LaFera. Do you see how partnerships can get you to your first 6 figures fast? And do you have any obstacles creating partnerships for your main offer?
So I do see how creating offers could help me. I like the I like what you said about like the stacked commissions and stuff. Like think about like the way that the positioning would be to get the commissions out. So like that's number 5. My only thing right now is like I'm figuring out who I will partner with because like if I'm offering a reset, like a health reset for more energy and like less bloating in like maybe 4 weeks or whatever, that's not the high ticket. But if I'm doing something like that, I'm trying to figure out like if I can even talk to like doctors for health coaching because I'm wondering about HIPAA, but I'll figure stuff like that out. But yeah, so that would be like I guess like number 8, figuring out like what your offer, who your offer aligns with. So
yeah. And don't just think medical, right?
mhm,
So just think health. So personal trainers might be great people to partner with you.
that's true.
Yeah, gyms might be a great partnership for you. Another health coach that focuses on other parts of health could be a great partnership. So don't just think hospitals.
Yeah,
Think
I'm
of
not
other type of
necessarily
partnerships.
like because they funny acting, but yeah,
Yeah, well, I mean, all of them are
some
not.
people funny acting.
Some are, but all of them are not. So again, find the one that's aligned.
Okay,
Because some people are funny, but other people are not, and they
that's
are
true.
very much in favor of partnerships.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes your pitch can make all the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, even when you're talking to Chat GPT and asking it for your pitch, tell them, say, hey, some of these people tend to be a little funny acting or, don't want to necessarily partner. So please make my pitch more compelling to show what's in it for them. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I would say add that wording to your prompt.
All
All
right.
right,
Well,
let's
thank you.
go to Dr. Toya. Dr. Toya, do you see how partnerships can get you to your first 6 figures fast? And do you have any obstacles creating partnerships for your main offer? And if you're talking to us, Dr. Toya, you're on mute.
No, I just was slow today. So no, I definitely see how it could help. And I think for me, this has really been the area where I'm like, I know that this can be the most useful as far as helping me scale my business, but also the area where I feel the most challenged. And I don't know if it's a mental block or what I think now finally landing on, the high ticket offer as the thing. But where I struggle, similar to Dr. LaFera, is finding those aligned partnerships. Was that a number? You need a number from me. Okay. I not the commission structure. I'm good on that.
Okay.
I forgot. I don't know. Let me think. No.
So you don't have to remember the number, but do you remember like
No,
a sum?
that's the part I'm trying to bring back to my, all the ones that are popping up were the ones that I was like, yep, that's good. I got that one. Yep, that's good. I got that one. And not the one where I was like, no, I need help with that one. So that's all I got today. Sorry.
No problem, no problem. So let's go back to aligned partnerships, right? So kind of like I told Dr. LaFera, where she can talk to other health coaches, you can talk to other energy workers, right? So there are people who only specialize in Reiki. There are people that only specialize in other things with chakras, chakra balancing or whatever, and you can definitely partner with them because their people are already aligned with kind of understanding some woo-woo stuff when you're talking about ancestors. So they're not going to be looking at you like you're crazy. They're already kind of open, third eye open to certain things. When it comes to the other offer, to be more aligned with the high achieving women, I mean, there are plenty of associations for high achieving women that you can come in and do a talk and then pitch your offer at the end, and allow that association to make money for every person, every member that comes into your offer. So start thinking outside the box like that. Was that helpful at all?
Yes. That was so.
All right. Look, Dr. Toy over there
It's
acting like Dr.
Monday.
LaFera
I
over there.
know.
Yes.
I know. It's Monday. It was a long night. I'm together though.
No problem. No problem. All right. Dr. LaFera said number 8, partnerships. Live the Association for High Achieving Women. Really? What's your question, Dr. LaFera?
Oh, that really was just like you said she was being so like me. I'm like, really? I've been doing good
Oh,
for like 2 weeks
what was the
almost.
second thing you typed? Live the
That
association
was supposed to be
for
love.
love, maybe?
Love. You know these
Okay,
little
okay.
buttons.
Look, it's Monday. I didn't know what you was trying to do. All right. All right. Things switched around. So I'm gonna go to Keith. Keith, the question is, oh, you already gave us your answer, but the question was, do you see how partnerships can get you to your first 6 figures fast? And do you have any obstacles creating partnerships for your main offer? And what you typed in the studio chat was number 8. And number 8 was make it easy to integrate into their ecosystem. That basically make sure that your audience is aligned with their audience. And what you said was, I'm beginning to see how strategic partnerships can truly accelerate my journey to that first 6 figures as a graphic designer. Collaborating with the right people not only expands my reach, but also allows me to learn, grow, and deliver greater value to clients. I understand the importance of aligning with partners whose values and vision resonate with mine and with the people they serve. Building these authentic connections feels like the key to sustainable success, no obstacles. Yeah, Keith, because there are so many other service providers who need graphic design as a part of their service, right? So you have social media managers that need graphic design. You have web design, web developers who need designers. So start thinking about what are the other services that need graphic design to round out their service, because everybody that can do the service can't do the graphics. So start thinking about that. And like I said, one partnership can be a 6-figure stream. I've had partnerships that were 6 figures all in themselves. That's why I'm going back to that. For my May event and my May offer, I really sat down and was like, okay, what I know is I know what my closing rate is. I know how many people I usually attract from the group, and my revenue goals are higher than that. So what are some things I can do to expose the offer to way more people beyond who I can touch? And that's when I got back into this partnership. I made a whole list. I'm about to do the pitch. I'm about to do all the things. So I was like, you know what? This is something that you guys need to know about because it's underrated. It's a hack. It's a cheat code, and we need to use it more often. Let's go to Dr. Ayana. Dr. Ayana, do you see how partnerships can get you to your first 6 figures fast? And do you have any obstacles creating partnerships for your main offer?
Yeah, I really do. Good morning, everyone. I'm gonna tell you, I I consider myself to be somewhat of a partnership queen. I love a good partnership. I enjoy it because look, first of all, I'm a social freak. So to me, it's just another way to socialize. I love collaborating with people. I don't care where they from. I collaborate with any and everybody. I got travel people I'm collaborating with just because. So, I have really tried to stretch my mind and figure out how can I you know, just work with anyone, to tell you the truth. Is there any way, shape, or form that we can figure something out to do together? And so with that being said, I at this point, I really need to, focus more on which offers could potentially spark the interest of a partner or a collaborator or a whichever term one you, and which is number one that you talked about, focus on high ticket, high value offers. And I also need to look at number 4 a little more closely, designing a signature offer. I don't have a problem with scrappy bundles, but certainly making sure that a signature offer will be palatable and desirable to a potential partner. And the other 2 things that I'm really interested in are number 5 and number 7. Number 5 being create flexible commission offers. I really want to be able to, anybody that I potentially collaborate or partner with, I want them to feel good about the relationship. I want them to feel good about working with me and feeling like this will be a long-term thing where we're in it together, we're winning together, we're it's not just a fly-by-night operation. You want to grow together and make it lasting. And then number 7, again, bundle your bonuses so that your partners can use your bonuses, really be incentivized to help promote you. So again, making the potential partner collaborator feel like this is something really that they personally like and believe in and want to bring on board as a long-term, piece to enhance even their business. So yeah, I love this. For me, this is fun stuff.
Good stuff. I love it. I love it. All right, let's go to Heather. Heather, do you see how partnerships can get you to your first 6 figures fast? And do you have any obstacles creating partnerships for your main offer?
Yes, I see it. I remember when we had this discussion, time is fluid, whenever that was. And at the time we talked a lot about me working with like publishers and everything, and that sort of thing, which I'm already doing. And I guess I'm wondering, do you have any ideas for how I could, because out of this list, I think high ticket, high value would be kind of a no-brainer. It should be that. And then the clear and tangible transformation. But outside of publishers, like, do you have any ideas on other partnerships? I'm drawing a little bit of a blank on who else could benefit from a partnership with me and vice versa.
So because you're going back to editing, you can actually partner with all these people that are doing the how to write a book, their own little boot camps and stuff and trainings or whatever. You can partner with them for all of the graduates of their programs to get their editing done by you.
Okay, that's a good idea.
I'm trying to think what else. So we know that you at one time was willing to like edit websites and edit blog posts and edit other kind of content. So you could even partner with social media managers or web designers, web developer companies, website companies, you know what I'm saying? So that you can do that type of thing. And even though the amount would not be the same high ticket as like the editing, the developmental editing.
Right,
You
right.
can come up with packages for them so that
Okay.
they're selling at volume. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Mhm. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you.
Cool beans, no problem. Dr. Ayana said, my biggest obstacles thus far have been gender and race related. Males who are in a great position to partner and help us both grow together, they refuse when I do not comply with their hints. What kind of hints?
Well, they'll make sexual undertones, I'll just give you an example. I was invited to be a part of an authors panel this past week, and I reached out to a personal friend who could make announcements about this community project over the radio. And because I have not picked up on certain innuendos, uh, my request was totally ignored. And this is not the first time that this has happened with this particular individual. And then there's others. There's folks that I know who are at universities in administrative positions where I can, work with students and athletes and so on. The business and entrepreneurship schools at these different universities, and they absolutely refuse to even respond to my calls if I don't, comply with certain innuendos and undertones. And I try not to be too explicit with what I'm saying. I'm trying to be a little
Yeah, we catching
reserved.
it.
We can read between the lines, but it's
We
so
definitely
clear
can.
and it's so blatant. Look, this has been going on for years, but it's very real. So we might as well just go ahead and talk about the truth. This really does happen. And so when you hear people say, oh yeah, she got in that position because she slept her way to the top. I don't know whether those things are true or not about certain women, but I will tell you what, the men are certainly out there urging the women to sleep their way to the top. So I find that this is a very true and very real obstacle. But when I do run into those folks, primarily other sisters and women, it doesn't even matter the race, just other women in general, who are open to collaborations, it's a lot of fun. But I've found that I just have to kind of keep pressing forward and realize that there are folks who, they may have a meeting with me. They may, take some time, but then that's where it's going to end. They're not going to circle back. And I'm referring to certain men. And I have found that it's either because of race, gender, or both. So
yeah, so you're correct. That is reality, right? Especially for women. This is why safe spaces are so important. However, this is also why the burden of creating a win-win is on you, right? So we have to create a win-win that looks like they can make money off of what we're putting forward, so that is not the only valuable thing on the table is a non-money thing. You see what I'm saying? So when we create win-wins like that, when we get in touch with those people and they try to make it non-monetary, then now I can go beyond you to somebody else who want this money. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have to stop at you if I've created a good enough win-win. Does that make sense? Because see, most often when we are faced with that, it's because they're looking at it as a favor. They're not looking at it as something of value to them. So either you're talking to the wrong person, or we have to make that value bigger so that we can either go past that person to somebody else who's going to see the value and want to make that money, or we can take it to somebody else who will see the value and want to make that money. So some of that is pressure on us to make sure that we're offering a win-win and not asking a favor. Does that make sense?
absolutely, I'm on it.
Yeah, because most men who are trying to put you in that position, either it's not worth it for them any other way. And so we need to find somebody where we need to make sure the money is there and that money is worth it for somebody else. So that's one of the ways that we can kind of circumvent that. Another way is for us to keep as much of a paper trail as possible, so that when I take it to somebody else in your organization, I can make your innuendo a little clearer picture for them. Because I'm a snitch. I is.
You
Mhm.
gotta be, because look, this is about business. We're not playing. It's not about foolishness. So let's keep
Listen.
this business.
Listen, I'm a snitch, and you offer me any money and monetary value, just me as Shay. I'm gonna see how much I'm gonna get before you realize you ain't getting nothing in return. So that's just me. I'm not telling y'all to do that, because I can fight. You might not can't fight. So
Okay.
don't you do it.
Look, I can fight and I'm gonna win. So there.
Listen. I like pew pews too, but okay, let's Heather said, I hate that this happens. A paper trail is definitely necessary. The news is calling. Have an amazing day, everybody. Y'all know Heather is a journalist, and right now with Trump acting crazy every day, she's been very much busy. All right, guys. So we're talking about partnerships, and today we talked about building offers that are partnership ready. Does anybody have any questions, any value adds, or what was your aha moment in what we discussed today? You can just come off the mic. All righty, then we can go straight to the announcements. First of all, this morning show is a huge value add to our free business mastermind group. This show is kind of like a class, right? And with class, we have notes. And to get my notes, like the ones with these 10 strategies in it, you can only get them two ways. Number one, you have to be a member of the free business mastermind group. And in the group, they live in the file section. Number two, you can get the notes and the entire morning show in your email inbox. You will get 2 emails every broadcast day, one in the morning reminding you to hop on the YouTube Live, and one in the afternoon with a link to the replay and a link to the show notes. So go to shaycannon.com/show and sign up to get it in your email inbox. All right. I'll be releasing the May calendar for the Free Business Mastermind Group and the Pay Momentum membership next week. Today, we are having a Get Shit Done work session for the paid membership only. It starts at 1 p.m. and ends at 5. Details will be placed in the private Slack channel. On tomorrow night, Tuesday night, catch me live in the YouTube comments of my show, Design Your CEO Life, on Dr. Tachi's Indie Soup Media Network. So that's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern time, all right? On Wednesday, listen up, morning show people. On Wednesday, we are not doing a broadcast on Wednesday. We're doing one today, Monday. We're doing Tuesday, and then we're going to jump to a Thursday. On Wednesday, April 30th, we are not broadcasting. We're doing a 3-part series this week, so we could do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, because on Wednesday here in Vietnam, it is their reunification day, which is a holiday of when the North and the South unified together. And it is the 50th anniversary. So it's going to be a huge celebration that I do not want to miss. And it is at night with like a drone light show and fireworks and all of that. And that will be around the time that I would be doing this show. So I don't want to miss that. On Thursday, it's going to be movie club night for the free business mastermind group. So check the group for updates on which movie to vote for. But we get together at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday. So you watch the movie first, and then you come into the discussion with your business nuggets that you pulled out of the movie. All right. It's always a great time, and we always learn a lot. Okay, so if you want to find out more about me, your host, Shay Cannon, and the highly valuable free business mastermind group, go to the description to find the link and more details. All right. Now, I know you got value today, so make sure that you give us a thumbs up and like the episode. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss a thing. And this is going to be one of a 3 video series. So make sure that you check out the other videos. All right, great. With that, the studio is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you right back here on tomorrow so we can continue our discussion.